Whether it's a game you don't care for or maybe the most important game of the season, there's always one thing that remains constant: the epic, iconic sports themes that happen before a game, during a game, and after the game. Not every sports broadcast is the same, and I think the theme songs are best to identify that. These distinct, iconic sounding, and unique tones really help separate each broadcast from the next. And today we're going to talk about a few of my favorites and least favorites. If you're new here, welcome in, and if you know me, welcome back. Thank you guys for each and every one of you for liking, subscribing, and following along with the channel. I appreciate the community that we've built. This channel does not happen without your support, and I appreciate you guys. Let's get back into the video. Now, sports theme songs have existed for decades, even tracing back to the early eras of ESPN and even way beyond that. Now, while all of these sports theme songs don't sound the same, they do have one thing in common. Lock in. You're about to watch some sports of some. Sometimes you have theme songs so nice, why wouldn't you use it twice? Listen to this NFL on Fox theme, right? Now, college football on Fox sounds a little bit different. Now, for Fox College Football, it's really similar to the NFL on Fox, but they have a marching band element. So I really think that that's a nice little twist to an iconic banger already. And there's little signifiers like this that indicate that you're not going to watch the NFL on Fox broadcast team. You're going to listen to Gus Johnson scream his brains out over Ohio State, Michigan, and you're going to love it. Now, there are some sports theme songs that are very short-lived. Take this NBA on ABC one from 2003 to 2005. And this really pairs with the Spurs NBA Finals matchups, as well as the Detroit Pistons winning the NBA Finals. So this theme song is very special to me. And that's also a really cool thing about some of these sports theme songs, that you're able to pair a specific highlight or iconic matchup with the music in and of itself, because those were the sounds that were being taken to commercial after your team was either winning or getting sent home from the playoffs. Then you have absolute mainstays like the NBA on ABC theme from 2006 to about the late 2010s. And this one had it all. It had the Celtics Big Three, it had the Lakers, it had the Magic, and it definitely had the LeBron or Steph Curry Golden State Warriors. This theme song is definitely tied to those Cavs-Warriors matchups, and you can't tell me otherwise. And the thing with these kind of theme songs is that there's so much memory that's tied to it, whether it's Mike Green's bang over another wild Steph Curry shot. It just like hits you with the feels, knowing that this isn't the theme song that they use. You want to hear the theme song that they do use? All right, so this new one, it's okay, but when you have to follow up an iconic song like the other NBA and ABC song, this one's not gonna be like, I don't know. I know it signifies that we entered a real new era of NBA basketball, but at the same time, like, it's okay. And that's the thing. Sometimes sports theme songs can be okay, and that's okay. But you know what can't be okay? The iconic SEC on CBS theme, I think, is the best of the best. It's up there. It's at least top 3. Now, there's a lot of things you can pair with this. The Cam Newton comeback. You got the Johnny Manziel versus Alabama. You have the Iron Bowl. You have so many different SEC matchups that are tied to this song and Vern Lundquist, and you knew that when you heard this music that you were about to watch the game of the week. And it makes me uncomfortable that this is now the Big Ten theme song. As someone that I went to Maryland, that's in the Big Ten, I feel kind of uncomfortable when I hear this song and Maryland's playing football. I just don't, this song does not make me think that Penn State's about to play. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's going to take some time to get adjusted to, but I think that there's probably a specific subsect of people that are never going to get used to the fact that this song is now with another conference. Now, I understand that sometimes networks cover different conferences and all of that, but I do also support retiring iconic themes, because it just feels kind of weird. Now, not every sports theme is tied to sports. For example, say you're watching the NFL on CBS and all of a sudden you hear the 60-minute stopwatch. You're about to see previews for some of the most harrowing news stories of the week, and you're also going to get reminded that you have school tomorrow. Sunday Scaries. This is the official theme song for the Sunday Scaries, in my opinion. So my dad is a top tier 60 Minutes watcher, so I know that I'm going to be watching whatever's going on while I'm just waiting all day for Sunday night. Speaking about that, waiting all day for Sunday night is, look, it is the highest of highs in terms of NFL football, if you ask me. If you ask me personally, Carrie Underwood is just as important as Chris Collinsworth, because this definitely sets the tone that you're about to watch the primetime Sunday night football game. Also, this song transitioning into the Sunday night football intro, I think is top tier DJing. I know that that's not a real DJ, but that gets me super excited. Even if it's not my team, even if my team is playing and I'm gonna be absolute wreck, I know that it's about to be hype as hell. And I know that there have been different versions of this song throughout the years, but the core tenets have stayed the same. You're waiting all day for Sunday night. Okay? Simple as that. And then it transitions, and it's so cool. And that's like the broadcast intro. It's beautiful. Give me 14 of these. Now, there have been just as many versions of the Monday Night Football song as the Sunday Night Football song, but they are both iconic in their own right. You know what you're about to get into with Monday Night Football. And especially with this song, serving it up. It's a great time. I love it. Top tier. Then we get into iconic theme songs that just hit different during the playoffs. I know that the NHL and MLB is the same year round, but this right here for playoff hockey plus Doc Emmerich is peak sports. You can't beat this. You're about to watch the most stressful hockey game in your life, but that little NHL and MLB theme gives you a little bit of break, being like, you know what? This is kind of awesome. And then back to the nerves. And nowadays, I also associate Major League Baseball and TBS with the postseason, with the playoffs. And it's not the MLB on Fox theme that I grew up knowing and loving, but this one, also a banger. I didn't grow up without cable. Should I have told you guys that? Should I have led off with that? Is that why I kind of have a bias towards these local channels? I don't know, maybe. Who knows? Now, the old MLB on Fox theme, there's a lot you can tie to that. You can tie the Red Sox swing back against the Yankees. You can tie the Barry Bonds World Series. You can tie the Steve Bartman incident. All of that MLB on Fox. There's so much history tied to this theme song because it's been around for a long time. I think it went away for a little bit and it came back. But this was really great to watch on I think it was Sunday morning, either Sunday morning or Saturday morning baseball on Fox. Hearing this as a kid without cable, I knew that I was going to get a really great baseball game, whether it be Yankees, Red Sox, or the Braves, Mets. I knew that I was going to get something, and it was a game that was absolutely worth watching. And as a kid, that baseball was my first sport. I loved hearing this sound. We haven't even gone through all of the college football themes, because do you remember the old BCS theme? Absolute banger. Dude, you were about to watch legendary matchups tied to this. It's beautiful. It's just so bombastic, so iconic, and just so in that era that it's like the perfect blend of what you're about to watch. Say what you want, college football has always nailed it on the themes front. Always. And even the new college football playoffs, even that they left an iconic BCS one, they put it away, they changed it out for this, it kind of really signifies that this is a different era of college football. And they do nail it. I don't think it's as good as the BCS one, but that's because this YouTube channel always has its nostalgia goggles on. I just gotta live with that. That's fine. This is perfect. You also have the Olympics and the iconic Olympic theme song. And if you're wondering why there's no sound in the background and why there's no video, it's because the Olympics are really stingy with their rights, and I don't want my channel sent to the shadow realm. So you guys all know the song. You guys all know where to find it. I'm not putting it on my channel. All right, moving on. Now, while I think NBC has the best pound-for-pound intro themes, ESPN has so many for so many different sports. My favorite is the college basketball theme song, which is the old one that knew that Duke vs. Carolina was about to be absolute bloodbath. I'm talking Tyler Hansborough versus Gerald Henderson. I'm talking about that era. This theme song covered so many good different eras of college basketball, and I really want you guys to comment on all of these eras and all of these teams that they remind you of, because I get a real kick out of it as well. Now, ESPN, because they cover so many different sports, they have so many different theme songs. I'm going to give you another example. We've already talked about the NBA on ESPN, but I really think that MLB on ESPN, nothing like Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. Also, when ESPN had video games, this song was in MLB 2Ks up until whenever they lost the licensing for it. So I think on top of that, some of these sports themes can actually do double duty in terms of the fact where they could be bomb on TV and bomb in video games, depending on the ESPN packaging or the presentation of the video game itself. And on the flip side, the Little League World Series on ESPN, even though it was still baseball, had a way more lighthearted, happy tone. So you knew it was different. You knew it was baseball, but in a different form. Now, we can't talk about iconic sports themes without ESPN Sports Center. And ESPN Sports Center, their theme has kind of changed all over the eras, and they've always seemed to reflect the kind of era that it's in. So this is like late 90s, early 2000s. You hear a lot of saxophone, a lot of jazz elements, a lot of smooth edits and all of that. And of course you have just the Sports Center thing. I don't know, I forgot what this is called. The graphics package where it's just like, yeah, it's very 2000s. And the theme song reflects that. 100%. Then you have the early 2009 era of ESPN where everything looks very different. Now, the thing about the SportsCenter theme song is that it just reminds me of the Tiger Woods scandal. Every time I hear this, I'm like, well, what's new about Tiger Woods that I have to hear against my will, you know? This is what gets tied into that, because that's what it was. I can go on a tangent about the Tiger Woods scandal, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna move on. But not every theme song has to be loud and bombastic. You have the ESPN 30 for 30 theme song that's really makes you think that you're about to hear a really heartbreaking story about sport. And it really sets the mood where it's like different from other ESPN programming. It's like telling you to sit down because you're about to hear something that's not usually the same as what we usually cover from a day-to-day basis. And I appreciate that ESPN gives us this kind of music with this kind of coverage because it makes you really understand the shift in tone that you're about to witness compared to the rest of their programming. Now, I hate to say it, but I think the best collection of themes is definitely NFL films. Every single NFL films song that you hear just gets you in like, yeah, I could definitely watch some Walter Payton highlights right now. Tell me more about the Ice Bowl. This perfectly encapsulates the NFL spirit and the history of the NFL that they're trying to tell you. NFL films, I think, is just a top tier collection, and you can put any NFL film song behind your stuff. Well, don't do that, but any NFL highlights behind NFL films just look increasingly more iconic, and you gotta put it in slow motion for extra bonus points as well. Moving on. And last but not least, we're gonna talk about the March Madness theme song. This is perfect. This is absolute perfection because you know by hearing this sound that you're about to lose your bracket pool. Because no matter if you just saw a great upset or national championship victory, this song just encapsulates the spirit of college basketball. And I hope to God that they never replace this. This paired with One Shining Moment at the end is just great brand identity. And there's nothing that will top this. Now, I could go on and on about these sports themes forever, and I really hope that you comment on some really good ones at the bottom of the comment section as we talk about this. This is clearly something that I really care about, and I notice and kind of put to memory that sports theme songs are very important to just setting the mood, setting the tone, setting the atmosphere, time capsuling a moment in history, in an era or a team or a dynasty. The music really helps with that. You can't deny that. Now, that's all I really have to say about this topic right now, but there is one more thing I want to bring up. And that right now is thanking the good people at Elgato for helping me with all my content creator needs. Whether they have key lights, whether it's this green screen right here. Everything has helped me be the best content creator that I can be. Whenever I'm talking about a video game on this channel, for the most part, I do my capturing on an Elgato 4KX for high quality capturing. It has really helped me take my content to the next level because sometimes what I'm talking about, I want in the background. And if you're working in retro games, sometimes there's not a lot of video that really specifically has to do with what you're talking about. So I use this to have a little bit more creative control and creative freedom. And also, if you were wondering about the headphones that I was wearing, they come from Elgato's sister partner, Corsair. These are from the Virtuoso series. I highly recommend them. Great sound quality. Also, thank you to all of you for subscribing to the channel. It really means so much to me. I appreciate the community that we've been building, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. If you guys have any video ideas or any nuggets of wisdom, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. Bye!